Hey guys, I just wanted to touch base with you. There was a lot of clicks in my last video because I can see who can click, I can see who opens the email, things like that. And so it seemed like it was very helpful for a lot. And this is, again, this is what I do for my clients. This is how I deliver some of the content to them. We do it live, we do it via Zoom, things like that. But one of the things that I've been having a lot of conversation with here lately are people who say that they're ready, but they're not really ready. They're not really putting their health a top priority. And so I want to just mention of why I've had to reject a lot of these people because they're not going to get results, right? And when you're not ready, you're not putting your health as the top priority, you're not going to get results because it's still going to be this thing in the back of your mind. Well, I could be doing this instead, right? But those who are committed and ready are those that truly are going to have the most success. And that's what I look for because it means that they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I just wanted to share a quick video with you of why you won't get results working with me, because I think that's something that's important to note is, everybody comes in and they think they're going to have this fabulous time and all of that. And back in the past, whenever I would just take anybody, we'd have people who just would not get results. And I'm like, why? Is it me? Like, no, I'm doing the right part. I'm delivering, I'm showing up and doing everything that I need to. But the problem was, like I said, these people were just not 100% ready to do that. So I just want to share with you why you won't get results working with me. Okay. So there are 4 core values to my company, which this is my own brand. This is something I branded. I've been on this journey for 8 years coaching, and I love every moment of it. But there's 4 core values that I take very, very, very seriously. All right, the first and foremost, ambition, personal responsibility, empowerment, and freedom. You're not going to get to freedom without having the other 3. And freedom is what I'm big on, right? So ambition, let's just take a look at that. Do you have a burning desire to, hit my health goals for not just me, but also for my family? So do I have that desire? Is this something that I'm looking for? Is my health a top priority in my life right now? Or is it just kind of, if I lose the weight, great. If I don't, and whatever, right? Do I want to prevent future illnesses so that I can be present longer for my family? Do I want energy to keep up with my kids, not being breathless whenever we go on vacations or worn out? Or can I even go hiking right now? Like, can I make a 3-mile hike if that's what we do? Do I want to reduce the amount of medications that I take? Do I want cheaper healthcare premiums for me and my family? Because if you're more sick, you pay out more, right? If you're not sick and you don't use it much, you're going to have a cheaper premium, right? So let's be honest, healthcare costs are continuously going up. It's ridiculous. Even in the last year, I've been trying to search for a new company, that kind of thing, because we don't even use our health insurance. It's there in case we need it, but we don't need it, right? We haven't had a reason to need it. And so females on average, from the time that they turn 65 to the time that they die, will spend out of pocket in healthcare costs an average of $361,200. All right. You're talking about a lot of life inheritance where the kids come in and they have to use all that inheritance that, you're saving up for and all this, not on them and their security, but on you because, you need extra health care. I've seen that with my mom and having to get healthcare people to come in and come sit with my grandmother because she had Alzheimer's and, dementia and all those things. Those are preventable diseases, right? So if we can prevent it, might as well move forward. So if you're answering these questions and you're saying, yes, I have all these things, then great, let's move forward. All right, so personal responsibility is number 2. Yay, your results are your own. Why are your results your own? Well, because first and foremost, it makes you feel proud at the end of the day. Hey, I did it. I got where I wanted to go. So some questions that you can ask are, do you get discouraged when others, lose weight and you didn't? Or are you actually sitting here trying to be positive Patty and lift them up? Are you an action taker? Do you believe in taking risks, that can help level you up in your personal growth and development? Do you question the expert that you're working with? Are you in doubt of the results that you can get? Or do you celebrate success? These are some questions that you really want to ask yourself. How do I take personal responsibility into my own life? All right. And I will say this on this note, You are responsible for your family's health. You are the only person that is responsible for your health. Okay. Nobody is forcing you to do these things. It's like you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Same situation here. Nobody can force you to take personal responsibility over your own health. That's something you have to do. So if you're internalizing that and you're, looking to level up, move into the next one, right? So empowerment. I just want to say this is not a feminist group. Okay, I've had that. This is just weird stuff. Okay, people ask the dumbest things. So do kids. But anyway, so empowerment. It's a confidence group. It's a confidence and freedom thing, right? Are you taking charge over your own health, regardless of what others say? So if your family's over here, oh no, you don't have to lose weight. You just look phenomenal. Just keep doing what you're doing. But deep inside, you're like, well, I don't like my body image. I don't like where I'm at in my health journey. Then you have to take charge over that. Again, that goes back to personal responsibility, but it makes you feel empowered and confident when you do those things. All right. So do you want to get rid of the mom guilt or the wife guilt? I get that wife guilt every now and then, but where you're going to put your health first, to be present around, for others. So if you're pouring from an empty cup and you're sitting here saying, well, I got the mom guilt because I don't want to go to the gym. First and foremost, majority of my clients, about 85 to 90%, they do not step foot in a gym. Okay. It's not a requirement, and you don't have to have equipment. It's things you can do at home. But so I don't want that as an excuse. But when you get that mom guilt of, well, I don't want to go drop my kid off because I feel like it's time I'm taking away from them. Guys, we need to be able to give back to ourselves. This is that moment. Nobody's asking for like half your day to give, back to yourself. It's just a short period of time, like no more than 30 minutes, right? The wife guilt, I get that. I feel like whenever I go out with friends, I'm like, I should be home with my husband. I'm like, why do I need to be home with it? I need to go be a free bird for like 10 minutes. My kids, I don't get the mom guilt anymore. I get the wife guilt. And I'm like, I should be home with him. He's not home very often. I need to do this. I need to give back to him. And it's like, he's like, "Go, you need to give back to yourself." So he'll even remind me like, he doesn't even follow the nutrition plan that I try to give him, right? He'll ask for it. He won't follow it. That's okay. So, but he supports me in other ways. He knows that my health is top priority. And when I'm bodybuilding, and I'm in that zone, he will be my support system all the way. He'll be eating an Oreo, be like, babe, do you really want this Oreo? I'm eating it so you don't have to, right? So, he really supports me in a lot of other ways as well. So are you just hoping and wishing for the best? Like, oh, if I lose the 10 pounds, it'll be great. But if I don't, it's okay, right? Just hoping maybe it'll just melt away on its own. Are you searching for belonging and community with other like-minded mamas? A lot of what I take pride in, with my mamas is I find them on Facebook and I love it so much. They're adding each other on Facebook. They're commenting on each other's posts, and it's a community. So whenever I bring in a cohort or, a certain group during a specific time frame, they become a family over those 12 weeks, right? They're lifting each other up. They're supporting each other. One person's crying. The other person's like, oh my gosh, I'm with you. Like, let's go hang out if we're close. Like we have people from Kansas, Illinois, the whole spectrum, but people are just wanting that sense of community. Do you get a high whenever you feel like you're belonging, right? You're not alone in the world or in your circumstances. Like, I'm not the only person in the boat. We're all paddling in the same direction, right? Do you get that high of feeling belonged? Then you can move on to the next slide, right? And then finally, freedom. I always ask anybody that, takes an interest in working with me, like, what is your idea of freedom? Can you see it? Can you feel it? You want to be able to feel touch, you want to know that it's right there. Even if you don't believe it, can you just see what it is that you're searching for? Can you feel it? Can you smell it? What color does it look like? It's a lot of goofy questions. But deep inside, we all have that desire. Do you, are you willing to write your goals down? That's something that I ask my moms to do. Write your goals down to where you can see them. Do you believe in vision boards? Look, I'm about to go through a new vision board for myself because it's something that I'm like very passionate about. And, I want to see my visions come to life because your vision is your reality, right? Are you adding your health goals in there? Are you just saying, oh, I want financial freedom, or I just want to be able to go on vacation and travel? But in order for you to have those freedoms, your health goals have to be top priority, right? We talked about those premiums. Financial freedom can actually come in and last longer when you're putting health as a top priority because you're going to lower your healthcare costs, right? Or your premiums. You're not going to be sick often, so you're really not going to be able to use it. You're going to have a boosted immune system. So when you do go to other places and you get in contact with other things, even coronavirus, all those things, your immune system will be strong enough that either it's not going to hit you hard or you're going to be able to bounce back very fast and it's not going to put you down long, right? Reducing and eliminating medicines, that's a lot of my mama's number one things. I don't want to have to take my diabetes medication anymore. I don't want to be on heart disease meds or anything like that, or anxiety and depression, right? So do you want to reduce or eliminate your medications? That's going to give you more money back in your pocket because my gosh, medicines are through the roof. I know I used to be on them. I was on like 8 different ones at one time, right? Reducing grocery budgets by half. Oh my gosh, I think that's one of my most happiest moments is whenever, moms are like, oh my gosh, I only spend like $92 this week. And the beauty of it is it's all things that I need for like next week too, that I can make and prep, more meals or like, whatever for a family of 4. I spend about the same. So I spend less than 400 a month for our family of 5, but I have one kid that cheats, booby milk. But anyway, so being able to afford what we want without stressing, right? And so that leads us to the final one is freedom. All right. But these are some testimonials that we have that I can show you of just recent mamas who have gone through the program. They've loved it. Look at the results that they're making, the changes, from young to old. We've had these people come through and especially this 10-week one over here. This is Elena. She went through breast cancer. So she's a breast cancer survivor. Chemotherapy hit her pretty hard. So we had a lot of gut work and everything to work on after that. And you can see the results she made in just 10 weeks. So finally, what does freedom mean to you? Does it look like energy, being able to wake up feeling refreshed, loving your body, having a happier mood, more intimacy with your spouse, or actually, not any of this, I'm too tired, but it's like more enjoyable, you're connecting emotionally to your spouse. I know that's one of the biggest things that I've heard as a result from a lot of my moms. They're very private in that area, but they're willing to share those things with me. Being able to wear your favorite clothes or, saying, I don't want to go up a size, I want to be able to wear the ones that I've stashed away in the back of the closet, hearing compliments from other people, being excited to take a picture, like not hiding behind people, but you're like, yeah, look at me, I look good, and having the success that others want. So where others are coming to you, oh my gosh, look, you've got what I want, I need your help, that kind of thing. So if that's what freedom looks like to you, and you're saying, heck yes, I just want to rest assured these are the freedoms that my mamas do get. Okay. Because your vision is your reality. Where your focus goes is where your energy is going to flow. So something Tony Robbins said, and I beat that down in myself every day, because if I keep saying, this is not the life that you want, this isn't, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be there. You're putting your energy, you're putting your focus on what you don't want, and it's actually going to become your reality in life. Oh, I didn't want these things. Well, because you didn't start envisioning the life that you did want, because that'll be the reality that you actually achieve. So if this is something that you're saying, oh my gosh, Macy, this is like phenomenal, this is what I need, these are the freedoms I'm looking for, then just send me an email, shoot me an email after this and say, look, I'm sick of this, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, I'm ready to get on this journey and I want to do this with you. So if you're curious more about the 12-week program and how it can benefit you, just hit me up, email me, say I'm in, and let's get this going. So I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And also let me know what you think of these videos.